Skinner's short or long-term injury? What's the sort of the early timeline?
Well, his injury, you're looking to see how he feels each day. Okay. I just texted with him this morning, and he said better today. So he's gotten better each day, which is very good. And hopefully all issues resolve shorter than later. But he's progressing nicely.
Any other lineup changes aside from goaltending?
Who do we have in? Obviously Murray comes in. Eric Johnson will be out, and Ryan Johnson goes in. So.
What's the emphasis in terms of the response you want to see from the group tonight?
I think the group obviously, knows they want to perform better than they did the other night, and based on this group and the way they approach that, they will. They'll obviously be better. I think better rested. We had the day off yesterday. Should have better jump, but there's no question they have an appetite to be much better than they were the other day.
How would you address the game the other night with them?
How did I address it?
Yes, how did you address it?
I think they know and knew how they played. They looked like there was a little oxygen deficiency. We made some mistakes that were uncharacteristic, and lots of guys that were not feeling well. So, we went through lots of film yesterday. We had a long meeting yesterday. We stayed off the ice yesterday. We are a much better team fresh, and we are much more challenged when we're not fresh. And that has become an obvious pattern dating back to last year, but I think you could say that through the whole league. And the other night we played a team that had a lot more energy than we could find. My comments to you guys after the game is we have to find a way to elevate or slow another team down. We didn't do either early on. We had a chance in the second period where we rattled off a bunch of scoring chances, so we had a good segment that could have got us back in the game, but we need more good segments.
Zach Benson got the goal the other night. How'd you like the game he had with Tage and Alex?
He's been one of our most consistent players. I think he's got a great feel for the game. He knows even when he doesn't have his legs, sometimes he knows his positioning play is so strong, and his hockey sense is so strong that it compensates for a lot when he doesn't feel it. And I thought he has a B game, and he on nights when he doesn't have the A game, he knows how to play, and the other night was one of them. And obviously he showed skill on the goal and tenacity and physicality and being in the right place in the middle of 3 or 4 Colorado guys willing to play gritty.
Vegas takes away the middle of the ice so well. What's the key to creating at 5-on-5 against a team like that?
You got to battle. You got to be willing to battle, and you got to put pucks to the right areas, as you mentioned. Good teams clog the middle of the rink, so you've got to do your best puck placements. You can't just put it in, place it the right spot where you can pressure it. That's a key for any team in this league. Where are they putting pucks where you can pressure them, especially when teams have numbers in front of you, and that might be to the net for a rebound. But battle level and compete is the foundation of everything in this league, and you need to have lots of energy to do that, and you need to put pucks in the right area to do that as well.
What are some of the advantages to put Middlestad and Cousins on the same line together? What sort of look are you looking for, or what sort of dynamic are you looking for with those two guys?
It's you obviously have Skinner out, so you're going to have to make some adjustments in that regard. Middlestead was on the wing last time we were here in Vegas, and we won last year. He's familiar with the wing. Cousins, I feel, is getting closer to his game. He's playing with a lot more speed, so didn't want to shift him to a wing. Obviously, he's starting to play. He's starting to elevate his game, which is good. But really, it's out of necessity. We're still missing several guys in the lineup, and you're piecing things together because you're missing guys. And again, tonight you add Skinner to that mix. Tuck is just coming back, and actually, he's been out in the injury he had. You couldn't condition skate, so unfortunately, he's getting his conditioning skate in the games. Thompson is learning how to adjust his game, as we saw with Victor a year ago. When you have an injury that you're back in, but it's not resolved all the way, you got to learn to play differently because you're handicapped by it. And so I think everything's in flux in that regard. And you put lines together each day with different information. And today's without Skinner. We want to keep 6 together, the top 6 guys together, and that means Cousins or Thompson or Middlestead shift to a wing, one of the 3. And Mitzi's been good on the left side. He'll be there tonight.
Greenway close?
Greenway's closer. Greenway's close. He's progressed nicely. He's gotten closer every day. We did a little bit more today with him to challenge him, which could be a final step in his return. But I'll hear right now how that went. And that obviously would be a welcome addition all around.